All right, let's get right into it. Today, we are going on a mission, and that mission is to crack one of the trickiest codes out there, Shakespeare's language. And hey, by the end of this, you're not just going to understand him a little better, you're going to be a full-on Shakespeare detective.
So does opening a Shakespeare play ever feel like you're staring at a completely different language? You know, you see the words, but they just look like a jumbled mess. If you've ever felt that way, trust me, you are not alone. It can feel really tough.
But here's the secret. It's not a different language. It's a code. And today, we're going to learn the secrets to crack it. This isn't about boring old lessons. This is about becoming a detective and finding the hidden clues that Shakespeare left for us. They're right there, hiding in the rhythm, the sounds, and the words themselves.
Okay, detectives, you ready? Our first and maybe most important clue is hidden in the sound of the words. It's like a secret heartbeat thumping through the play, and once you learn how to hear it, everything else starts to click into place.
Now this secret heartbeat has a pretty fancy name, iambic pentameter. Sounds complicated, I know, but it's really not. It's just a simple rhythm. 10 little syllables in a line going like a heartbeat, dee-dum, dee-dum, dee-dum. It's actually a supernatural way to talk.
Just listen to it in this famous line right here. If music be the food of love, play on. Can you feel that? Dee-doom, dee-doom. It's steady, it's calm. And when that heartbeat is regular like this, it usually means the character speaking is feeling pretty stable and in control. But Shakespeare was very clever.
What do you think happens when that steady, calm rhythm just falls apart? Well, that's not a mistake. Oh no, that's a massive clue. A broken heartbeat tells us that a character's world is in chaos, or they're feeling something really, really powerful.
Now, this is what a broken heartbeat sounds like. This is King Lear, and he has just lost everything. Listen, never, 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 never. It's so harsh, isn't it? It's painful. The rhythm is totally shattered, just like his heart. He's not using that calm dee-dum anymore. The sound itself is telling us he's in pure agony.
All right, our next big clue actually builds on that whole idea of rhythm. You see, Shakespeare has his characters talk in different ways, depending on who they are and what they're up to. Let's call them speaking modes.
So, there are two main modes you need to look out for. First, you've got verse, which we can call poetry mode. This is where you'll hear that dee-dum heartbeat rhythm. It's usually for important people, kings, queens, and for really big dramatic feelings. Then you have prose, which is basically just talking mode. No special rhythm, just everyday conversation. Jokes, insults. It's often used by the funnier characters. And here's the pro tip. If a character suddenly switches from one to the other, that's a huge signal that something important is going down.
But wait, there's actually a third, secret mode. It's a really special one that Shakespeare only pulls out when things are about to get a little weird, a little supernatural, or just plain magical.
And here it is. You probably know this one. The witches in Macbeth. They don't talk like anyone else in the play. They rhyme. Double, double, toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble. It sounds like a spooky chant or a spell, right? That rhyming and that rhythm immediately tell our ears that these characters are not normal. That's the magic mode at work.
Okay, so we can hear the heartbeat, we can spot the speaking modes. It is time to fill up our detective kit. We're going to look at some of Shakespeare's favorite word gadgets. These are the little tricks he uses to pack his lines with tons of extra meaning and fun. We're going to start with 3 of the most useful gadgets you can have. We've got puns, which are all about clever wordplay, alliteration, which is kind of like creating super sound effects, and metaphors and similes, which are all about painting these awesome pictures in your mind. First up, the pun. Oh, Shakespeare loved a good pun. It's basically a joke where one word has 2 different meanings at the exact same time.
And this might be the most famous pun of all time. Mercutio has just been seriously wounded in a sword fight. As he's dying, he says, "Ask for me tomorrow, and you shall find me a grave man." So he means he'll be a serious man, right? But he also means he'll be, well, in his grave, dead. It's the stark, super clever joke right at the moment of his death. See? 1 word, 2 meanings. Classic pun.
Next gadget for the kit, alliteration. This one is all about sound. It's when you repeat the same sound at the start of a bunch of words, and it really makes a line pop. It adds emphasis and can totally change the feel of a sentence. Just listen to Beatrice here. She's complaining that men are all talk. Men are only turned into tongue and trim ones too. Can you hear that sharp t-t-t sound? It almost sounds like she's spitting the words out. It's so sharp and mocking. That alliteration is her own personal sound effect for being super annoyed.
And our final gadget for today is a big one, metaphors and similes. This is Shakespeare's way of painting pictures for you, but with words. He'll compare one thing to something completely different to create this really powerful image in your head. And just remember, a simile is the one that uses the words like or as.
Check out this super powerful one from Macbeth. He's feeling guilty, and he imagines the feeling of pity like a naked newborn babe. Now, pity isn't actually a baby, of course, but by comparing it to something so innocent and so helpless, Shakespeare creates this incredible, kind of shocking picture in our minds. It's a perfect word picture. And just like that, you have the tools. You know the secret of the heartbeat, you can spot the different speaking modes, and you've got 3 powerful word gadgets in your toolkit. You are officially a Shakespeare detective.
So here it is, your detective checklist for your next mission. Step 1, listen for that heartbeat. Is it steady or is it broken? Step 2, spot the mode. Is the character in poetry mode, talking mode, or that special magic mode? And step 3, hunt for those word gadgets. Can you find any clever puns or awesome word pictures?
And you know, these detective tools aren't just things we made up. All of these amazing clues come from the absolute experts, the people who perform Shakespeare every day. This whole guide was based on the fantastic work of the Royal Shakespeare Company.
So, just remember those 3 powerful codes to unlock his world. You've got the rhythm of the heartbeat, the different ways of speaking, and those secret word gadgets. With these, you are totally ready.
So the code is in your hands. The next time you pick up one of his plays, don't just read the words, investigate them. Now that you have the tools, what clues will you find first?